DeAndre about just the toll.
How hard it is to win?
Yeah, just the toll it is. I mean, the toll it takes on someone like him, rookie, all the losing they're going through. And I really haven't sensed the feeling that it's really affected these guys as much as it has him. Meaning, like, he just seems miserable, honestly. I mean, how do you keep the spirits up knowing that you guys are, what, 21 and 41 or something like that?
Well, I think as a competitor, there's only one winner at the end of the year. So, levels of losing, you guys are writers. You guys remember Bill Simmons' levels of losing articles 15 years ago, like 13 stages of losing, broken axle, and he described, the different levels of losing. The catastrophic one where, Golden State's up 3-1 and you can see the wheels falling off. And then the simple one where a guy hits a three-point shot at the buzzer. Like, those are two different types of losses, but they're losses. And I say there's one winner at the end of the year because the team that gets to the finals and losing, that's a big loss. Whereas Phoenix is last in the league, it's a different type of loss. And so for us, and this is what I've said all year, measuring our success will be on wins and losses because our spirit can't be affected by that. And part of winning, part of developing a winning organization and culture, starts with how we approach every day, how we approach every game, how we approach every season, how we approach individuals. If we create an atmosphere in here that we understand what winning looks like, what it feels like, and ultimately what it is, it's not just the wins and losses. So that effect that he may have is because of just wins and losses. So it's hard to enjoy a day like this when you're losing, if that's all you think of. And now you come in on a day like this, and you don't get better on that day, and then you take that to the game, and then it just kind of spirals. Whereas it's important for us to still come in. A lot of people are looking at me, we won last night, are we all? Like, no, we're coming in, and we're going to enjoy this day. We're going to find some way to get better. Because that's part of the winning culture you have to have. When you get a win, you should want to get back in the gym. And Trae had 36 last night. Why did you have 36? John had 34 last night. Why did you have 34? Let's figure out how to get going even more. And there's ways of doing that. So I just think for us, the culture, the spirit, the energy, our guys, Jordan Seibert, it's his first NBA 3 last night. When we watched it, Dwayne's the first guy off the bench before the shot goes up. And so it's celebrating a teammate's success. It's being a part, for a guy that's been here 10 days, for a guy that shows up, he knows the moment that Jordan's having. We do that with each other. I think, regardless of what the record is, we have a way of showing support for each other that's part of winning. And that's part of a winning culture, and I think that's why it's like.
How hard is it to create that culture?
It's not. The challenge is just getting the buy-in. And so creatively, all of us, everyone in this building, takes part in what we want to do. We do our breakfast club, and Travis is in there, and Chelsea's in there, and Roger is in there, Rod Higgins is in there. And it's not just the players, it's an organization. So they get to interact with them, and Amari gets to talk about poetry with Rod Higgins and Chelsea, and some of our minority owners, when they're in town, it's an open door policy. And winning culture is our owners learning about our players sharing a little bit about themselves. We get closer when you do that. And again, it has nothing to do with wins and losses, but it's a togetherness, it's an energy, it's a spirit. I don't know, I just think the more we can do that, and I have no idea what that's going to be next year. We'll do more, we'll do different, we'll do something, but how do we keep ourselves together? How do we connect with one another? But that's really, fourth quarter, Trae had to get off the basketball, and now Trae's making plays. A lot of trust, and and there's a lot of support for Trae to have that success, a lot of trust for Trae to feel like someone else can make a play. That's part of growth, but I think when you have a good spirit and good energy and good chemistry, you start seeing that more often. We still need to see it a lot more, but you start seeing it more often, and every time we do it and there's success, you feel like you can keep doing it.
Talk about Bembry. How good was it for him to get that double-double? He's been struggling with injuries his career, kind of in and out of the lineup. How big was that for him, just confidence-wise, to get that double-double?
Well, I think his confidence hasn't wavered. It's been a couple times this year, or maybe. But you go into the season and you talk about the injuries and in and out of the lineups. And he and Trae are the only two guys who played every game for us this year. And so everything that was on record for Trae has been alleviated this year in my mind. He's consistent. He's gone from being inconsistent for one reason or the other to being very consistent and reliable. So moments like that are great because he deserves it. And when you're durable and you've been consistent, he's been our best energy guy all year. He deserves a moment like that. We're excited. I was excited for him at 14 rebounds. And he made big plays down the stretch, which really sealed the game for us.
There were quite a few people who wrote Trae's obituary after Utah summer. I mean, how gratifying has it been for you?
It's not. You guys were covering us after Summer League. You're aware of what was going on, and I said the same thing over and over and over. We have assist charts, and we have shot creation charts that we value, and he was off the charts. We as a team, I think one game, I don't know what we shot in Utah. It was horrendous. You're not making shots, and your best player is a facilitator. Well, it looks like he's playing bad, but if I drop you a layup and you just blow the layup completely, that's not a bad game for Trae. That's just kind of where we were in Utah at that time. So shooting was the last thing I was worried about. Facilitating, I was so excited about coming out of Vegas, both Utah and Vegas. And so now you just see it all come together. And again, and I told our organization this last week, he's kind of knows what he's doing. He's not even. Wait till he really figures this thing out. Wait till he completely figures this out. It'll be such a toy for him. The 8 assists will go up to 12. You're going to see a 20 assist game from Trae Young, I guarantee you. Free throws, 15, 16 free throws last night. Like he's kind of figuring it out. He's not all the way there yet, and that's what's exciting. And that's a lot of fun to be had once he does figure it out.
What do you attribute him figuring it out to? Is it just more experience?
Just experience. And you can't. And this is the thing with young players, you can't substitute experience. And I don't care if it's in the G League or if it's in the NBA. You have to be on the court first and foremost. These workouts are great, good, and you see Trae shooting, but there's no one contesting. He's not running to a shot. It's great that they're in there and they're doing it. When you get on the court, you got bodies around you and you got to react. Trae's done it every single game, 30 minutes per game, and the experience you can't substitute. He's done it against everybody. Now the confidence comes, and then the chemistry comes, and it all starts to come together. But you got to go through every single part of it.
For John, we've seen him do the obvious things above the rim and shoot threes, but he's kind of got an unorthodox in-between game. He gets an offensive rebound and he's kind of trying to go up like a post move for a putback. He's got a lot of one-handed stuff, a lot of low stuff. How have you seen that develop? I know you've only been here for one of his 2 years, but since he got here, how have you seen that develop?
It's going to be comfort and part of where we are, and everybody's got development. Like I said with Trae, wait till he figures out schemes and coverages at a high level. Johns is at in between it. 38% from 3, 56% on the year. We ran a post up for him yesterday to start the fourth quarter. Great move. And he went to his counter instead of just going to the first counter and scoring. And it's just being able to read that and control that, and getting a rebound and being able to attack, or getting a defensive rebound and leading the break. There's a whole area that we can still develop with John that he's just going to have to figure out. He's probably, I asked him in Summer League, we ran 2 plays in Utah. You weren't covering us. We ran 2 plays in Utah where I put him at the point, and we scored, it was in Vegas, and he scored on one. He gets a 3 for Kevin, and I think he scored on both. He hits a jumper the next time. I just wanted to put the ball in his hands to see if he could make plays, because eventually I wanted him to get a rebound and be able to take it and make plays. Because he's a great athlete, he can get up and down the floor, he can handle it, he can shoot. But decision making and crowds and things like that is something he has to develop. When you're 21 and you're doing something for the first time, it's going to take some time. But I think he's capable of expanding the game. I had no idea. I was talking to Coach Hunt. No idea he had 34 last year. No clue. And it's bizarre to say that. The guy has 34 at 1 point off his career high, and I had no idea. He just makes simple plays, and he makes the job easier for a lot of guys. And when he's aggressive on the board, it helps. We're trying to get him to get the free throw line a ton more. But it's I get excited about what both of those guys become just because of where they are right now.
3/4 of the way through your first year as a head coach, what's been the biggest difference from being an assistant to a head coach? Is it time management, player interaction, late game situations like last night? What's something that you see that you've had to really more than you would be as an assistant in that regard?
Just answer.
Everything?
Yeah. I mean, it's everything, and plus, it's management, time management, it's player management, it's staff management. It is the interactions. The interactions are important. Just for an example, Trae and TP have been starting, and then TP misses the game in Houston, and Bays started. And Kevin and TP have been starting. TP's out. I put Bays in. Kevin was hurt for 2 games. Bays and TP have been starting. Now all 3 are back. I go to Kevin, TP. TP's still expecting birth of his child. He probably won't be with us on the road. Bays will be back in. Those are interactions that they're affected by it. And, just the growth of trying to communicate that, figuring it out. You put a guy in the starting lineup, you pull him out. They're human. They all want to be in the starting lineup. They're competitive. But those interactions are important, and trying to articulate that to the guys is tough. But all of the management, communication, still wanting to be on the court, in the game situations, how to manage the game, how to X and O's, how to adjust on the fly. A lot of those things are all on me with the help of the staff. But just being prepared for that.
Yeah. Has Miles gotten to the final stages?
I think so. I mean, he's doing everything we're doing. Obviously, we're not 5-on-5 in practice, so we can't create that for him. But I don't know what the next hurdle is. But he's obviously on the court and doing a lot more. I haven't seen the full explosive side yet, and I'm sure that's going to be the one we got to evaluate. But it looks like he's really close. Good.